Hey guys, today I featured the IS7 game of thijsco19, also a Dutch player, just like myself, and he sent in 2 replays of his IS7, both good games, but I picked this one out. He's playing on Sand River Encounter, and straight from the start he's going pretty aggressive. There's no RT. It's a tier 10 game, obviously, but since there's no RT, he goes to a pretty sweet position here, but he's taking some risk, and that is due to the fact that he just showed his side to 3-4 tanks, and they damaged him really well. Which you sometimes can see, by the way, something I noticed as well is that he uses some kind of zoom in mod, something I would like to discourage to use, as you can see in a moment, you just completely lose any track of your surroundings because you're so zoomed in so far, and sometimes you can use it, but yeah, personally I'd rather not, because I want to know what's going on around me even when I'm in sniper mode. That's why I always keep really well track of the minimap while playing, and also look around. That was a shot that should have gone in. He should have taken some time to aim properly, because he didn't wait long enough. And that was a too bad shot with IS7. He's still in the position, but yeah, look at this. He's zoomed in so far that he cannot see if the Lowy or whatever comes around the corner to take a hit while he's aiming. And in my opinion, seeing more detail sometimes can be very handy, but zooming in that far will only take it longer to aim, as there's too much, you're paying too much attention to detail. That's my personal opinion. Of course, anyone that feel free to use whatever you like, except for cheats, etc. Of course. But this is just some advice. So this side is clear now, and he's moving on to the next hilly part, to the next dune, and he comes across a 50p. There's also this King Tiger that's one of the better players of the enemy team from behind. Meanwhile, the south has lost. They're completely overrun. They were facing 2 tier 8s and a Waffentrag E100, so yeah, they can do some serious damage. And at this moment thijsco is pinging B8, C8, because this King Tiger is one shot and he needs to be dealt with. And instead of having the 183 focus at the Leopard, he's going in for the 100 something kill shot. He could have finished off this Leopard PTA, if I'm right, with one shot of hash. And this is also This should have also been a shot going in if he had just waited a bit more, because he didn't wait for his aim to be fully done. It may look like that using zoom in mode, but definitely was clear that the reticle was still at the biggest point. So the whole other side is clear. Enemy hasn't started capping. Ah, now they have. They have a 50B PTA and a T-1 on 7899, and they're all one-shot. So those three are the first ones to be dealt with. And look who's there, the Waffentrager E100, just pushing over the middle, and he's like, this is gonna be some secure win or something like that. With a well placed shot, almost a high roll I believe, 631 damage. Not sure why he drives around too far. Driving around and flanking that Waffentrager is definitely the way to go, but always try to do it fast. Definitely when the enemy is capping. In this case there's only one capping so far. It now shows 3+, but that's of course not realistic. There's only 2 enemy tanks, IS3 and a T-34, and they have an IS7, the thijsco, and the 703 and 103. thijsco only has 7 gold shells left. He shot all other shells, and he's dealing with the T-34 right now. And if I were him, I would have gone around already and just gone in to shoot him out. He can still do damage from up here. Another shot at T-34, and the M103 is not really participating in this match, it seems. But still, going around 42% versus IS3 and one-shot T-34 should be really well doable, and I would have done that already. That way he could have also supported the 7-4 better. Staying up here really limits the things you can hit. If the M103 would die now as well, then you would have had a problem. Something you always need to keep in mind. Rather take a long route first, and then being able to have all the hits in a row after dealing maybe the first hit. But never limiting yourself by staying in a position where you cannot see anything or not enough. Or you should have shot the houses, but with only a few shells left, that's not really an option. Not so much at least. IS3 moves away as if he feels the gun burning at his ass from thijsco. And the T-34, he can hit him at last. But in my opinion it took a bit too long. Let me look at the scores, hold on. The mastery badge for thijsco. with a double 2400 experience. That's really not much, but it's without premium, guys. It's without premium, so it would have been 3600 with premium. Still, only 1800. That's for the i7, I think maybe low, but could also be explained by the amount of players that has the i7. Furthermore, he earned Spartan, I believe, or no, cool-headed with 10 ricochets, steel wall, and a defender medal. Let me take a look at the team score. You can see that he dealt 6.75k damage, which is really a lot, of course. He dealt by far the most damage of his whole team. So Platoon 1, except for the M103, did also a really good job. The FV was just merely kill stealing, with only 3000 damage and 3 kills. One of which was the King Tiger with 136 HP, something like that. Let's take a look at the personal score. And there we can see that not only he did 6.75k damage, he also gained almost 1.7k damage upon detecting, which is really sweet, of course. For his defender match, he exactly meets the requirement with 90 defense points, or maybe it's 80, I'm not so sure. 26 shots fired, 22 direct hits, 18 penetrations. Not bad, but considering that he also shot a house in order to try and hit the IS3, that also loses some accuracy. And a potential damage of 5820, and as you might have seen in my previous videos of my own, the IS7 can be a really nice damage taker, damage absorber, with loads and loads of potential damage. So, even though some things could have been performed out better, like moving towards the cap earlier, in my opinion, really nice match.